Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Pepper.
And we just finished our first attempt at August in some Pan Talk.
Yes.
A Pandemic Legacy, Season 1.
Spoilers.
Spoilers ahead.
Yes.
So leave now and go to one of our other videos if you don't want to be spoiled.
But yeah, this is coming off of the very rough month of July for us.
It is.
Going into August with no confidence.
The only confidence we had were those 4 cards that we were able to
4
use.
event cards.
Because, we needed the funding after having our first loss of a month in July.
Yes.
Not loss overall, but
yeah,
we lost both attempts at July.
Yes, and happily our funding will be going down again after this month because we were victorious.
We were victorious, and it felt like it was going to be a really good game for us. And then I said at the end, one of the things, we got a new action that we can do, where we can take a scar instead of revealing the infection cards. And I'm like, I don't think it's worth a scar. And then, unless this specifically happens, and then it did.
It did, and
so it didn't kill us, but it actually was a lot more deadly than I had originally thought it would be.
That brought Karachi and Delhi to be rioting cities and made Tehran unstable as well. So we had 3 outbreaks there. Because of that, which I know we don't want scars, but that might have been a time where we could have used it and maybe taken a lesser scar.
Right. But I wouldn't say it was that likely to happen, but we also got pretty lucky in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because your first turn we hit the epidemic card. So and the way the cubes were set up originally, there was some consideration for taking a scar after the first turn.
Pretty decent chance that we could have had 6 outbreaks on the first turn.
Yes.
Because, just the blues up in Europe were just very stacked.
Yes.
And as well as down in South America as well, there were a couple.
Yellows were stacked too.
There was potential for nightmare.
Yes.
Code red.
And we actually somehow managed to have none of those come up in the first 4, and then they all came up after we were able to actually take control of it.
We were really considering possibly taking scars to avoid that, and we chose not to because we kind of changed characters from last month. I played Gus Smiley, who who's really good at getting military bases out there, and since we were going to need that for an objective, we thought that'd be a good one, and we brought his co-worker with him.
Shirley Temple came back. And she just needs the 4 cards of the same color to discover it here. So that was, I feel like, I really like using her.
Yes.
But I don't, outside of that, she doesn't really have too much more she can do outside of the curing. I guess she can share knowledge with us. Because they are co-workers.
Really nice. So at the start of the game, we were told that we have to really focus on Coda. So one of our objectives was eradicate a disease, but it told us to destroy that card and kind of storyline. Just forget about those other viruses. We need to really focus on this Coda virus. So we had one of our objectives brought down, which was another reason to really go with Gus and have to focus on getting those military bases out there for that objective.
Right, exactly. Because, we needed that. And he also, he has something to quarantine.
So he has local pressure, one of his upgrades. Not his upgrades, an upgrade we gave to him, and it says, if you're in a military base, you may quarantine an adjacent city with the quarantine action. So that was
one of our
another objective that we could complete, was quarantining 7 fated cities.
So, we thought he would be very useful since we only had 4 total, because we were also, if you watched the last one, you knew we were on a search for the virologist, I believe. And this one, we were on the search for the immunologist that the virologist told us that we needed to go find.
Yes.
And we actually successfully did that as well.
Yes.
This one I was a little more worried about because there was only 3 spaces before they were. It was a cold trail,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we hit that one first epidemic right away, so we needed to get to 9.
Yes, yeah.
But we.
Yeah, it started with a little more of a head start, but there were a lot more options on the board to go and do that because you only had to go to rioting, fated cities, and the other one needed you to be in the structure to
Yes.
actually do it.
So, yeah, we ended up getting him, and he actually requires us to do something before we can open a
Yes, one
box.
of the big black boxes here. Box number 7 now says that open when you have everything the immunologist needs, and he needs the gene sequence, which we got last time by finding the virologist, and then also needs DNA samples from the fated, as well as a virus development records, because he suspects that this virus has maybe been created or meddled with by some humans.
Oh boy, that's never the case
No.
in these types of situations. But no, so yeah, we still need 2 more of those to hopefully get to open that box. But
So I think
yes,
we're going to have to be finding a lot of people for those.
yes, I think so as well. And we, but yeah, now we're not going to be opening the one box, but hopefully this one will have something just
Yes.
as good, if not better.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get more objectives or if we take another one away.
Oh, yeah.
That would.
Yeah, it looks, at least we're not going to have to get 4 objectives in any of these months. I was worried that maybe that would upgrade even more, but looks like
it's
September will be 3
3
as
September,
well.
and October, November, and then December it's down to 2.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see if it'll be completely different
Yeah.
ones. I'm not sure.
Oh boy, if you succeed in finding the immunologist, destroy this objective at the end of the game. Here you go. I
Oh,
know
boy.
you love destroying cards. Right in half.
I hate that.
But yeah, and we actually, at the end, we unlocked this virologist character.
Yep.
So she pretty much can, it says, as an action, discard a city card of the Coda color to remove a fated figure from any city, or else, as an action, discard a city card matching your city to remove all the fated figures from it.
Yes.
So that can be really helpful. We're finally getting abilities, again, with Dick Sneed.
Dick Sneed.
And now her, so we'll
get
have
rid of
some
some faded
abilities to
figures.
get rid of some faded figures, which there was a while there where it just, you get what you get, and you're not going to be able to adjust it much.
Right. Yeah, and you kind of just have to throw those quarantines on there to slow it down from continuing to
Yeah.
add them to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also, for our end game
yep.
things that we got, we actually chose to just add 2 of the military bases onto the board. I don't know if
Yeah.
that'll be a good idea or
Yeah.
not, but
Probably at the start of the next month, it'll have us destroy that objective.
probably. I would not doubt it. They'll be like, no, now you need this type of thing. I would not doubt that one bit. But I was interested in this one-time event of a nuclear option, where you destroy 1 card in the infection discard pile, remove all cubes and faded figures from that city, mark it as fallen, then destroy this card.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty interesting. I think if we do put it on the card, it'll probably be later when maybe we can
Yeah.
better tell a city to bomb.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking we could maybe use it on Chicago.
Yeah, to kind of shut that off.
Because that would kind of block off the faded cities from the rest of North
yeah.
America. Because right now we've got it in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Chicago. And we've got some permanent barricades up, kind of cutting that off all except now Chicago's still connected to Montreal, Atlanta, and Mexico City.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we will have to see how that works out. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at after one attempt at August.
Yes.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought, especially with our start, I thought, oh no, this is going to be
Yeah,
quick and
it
it's going to
was-
be bad. But no, we fought back, and like I said, it felt like we were doing. After
Yeah.
we got that lucky at the beginning, it felt like we
Yeah.
were doing good, and then that black just had to slap us in the face
Yes,
right at the end.
right at the end.
It just couldn't let us have a really solid game, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was Pandemic Legacy Season 1 August recap. We hope to see you on the next video in this series, or any of our other videos. Definitely
Yeah.
check those out. But otherwise, we hope to see you next time. And as always, don't forget to
Keep on nibbling.
on our content.